Okay, and we back. I hope I got everything I needed for this video. But even if I did forget anything, I'll just get back up. But what we doing today is I am preparing my fruit for the week. Got some good old watermelon and some blackberries. Yeah, blackberries. I be getting these confused with blueberries sometimes. But yeah, these blackberries though. But yeah, I'm just gonna cut these up, chit chat, put these into a jar, and yeah, that'd be my fruit for the week, and like damn near part of my breakfast at work. Breakfast at work, snack at the house. You know. But anyway, I need to start recording some more. I'm trying to at least start. Well, I ain't gonna say I'm trying to, but my goal is to start recording at least once a week. But we'll see how that goes. I ain't gonna say I'm gonna make that. I ain't gonna say when I'm gonna start that. I'd rather just start it, really, do it, then be like, okay, yeah, I've been doing this about a week, every week. I was doing that real good, during like the summertime. I'll go to that park. I would record pretty much every week. I was doing pretty. I got that night talking to y'all, but I was doing pretty good though. Doing that little stretch. I think I was like doing that for like 2-3 months. Damn near. I was doing pretty good. But fun fact, I can say fun fact, but cool story about this watermelon. Like when I was going to the when I was at the I'm about to say gas station, when I was at the grocery store getting this watermelon, like I was like kind of suspicious, cause like food ain't food how it is, or how it used to be. The fruit be looking suspicious and shit like that. And like of course like some watermelons don't be having seeds in them at the grocery store. So when I was at the grocery store and I was like just observing it, I was like kind of skeptical, cause I was like, man, it ain't even watermelon season, cause watermelon season is in the summer. I was like, I don't know. But the older lady, she had came and she was like, what you looking for, or what you looking at? She said something. I was like, oh, I'm just trying to think if I want to buy it or not, because it ain't watermelon season and I ain't want to get some bullshit. And she was like, well, where it say it from? I said, shit, where you right? Where do the shit say it from? I ain't even think to look at it, because it's just like shit. I don't know. I just ain't think to do that simple test. And I was like, oh well, it said from Honduras. I think I said that right. I said it wrong in front of her, but yeah, I think it's Honduras. Honduras. I think it's Honduras. And she was like, oh well, I think she was explaining to me that it's currently summer there, or it's hot there. So it was good to eat. And she gave me like a tip, because the watermelon that I was looking at had like slices. It wasn't just like a whole watermelon. And she was saying like, when it's like not so bright along the edge, and it's like real, I guess, light pinkish and not bright, not deep pinkish, or deep red, like right here, or just pretty much how it is right here. Like the one I had was like real light. And she was saying, basically that ain't the right one. It ain't gonna be as sweet, or it's about to go bad. So I was like, okay, cool. That was a cool little tip. I was like, dang. I was like, that's something I can always remember. Even though like I'm pretty sure I could just go on TikTok or whatever. And TikTok is just such a quick little search engine now. I ain't even say Google, but TikTok, Google, and it probably would have told me the same thing. But I had to appreciate her though, man. She ain't had to tell me that stop whatever she was doing, is give me that little tip. And it was just like a quick little, see my little smile? It was like a quick little interaction, but I appreciate that. So when she left, I had to thank the universe. I said, thank you, universe, for sending that sweet young lady to me. I had to appreciate that. Like she gave me grandmother vibes, and like ever since then, I was like, dang, I miss my grandma. Cause my grandma might pass like 3-4 years ago, something like that. So I was like, dang, man, that was. Let me watch this. I ain't even watch this. Well, not watch it, rinse. No, I was just saying, like, dang, man, I miss my grandma. Like, I didn't really have like a feeling of like a grandma type of love or connection since then. So to have that quick little encounter, it only lasted like 30 seconds, 40 seconds, maybe a minute. But it was cool though, and I just appreciate just that, just that kind little moment, kind, genuine moment. And it was like, dang, man, I really miss my grandma. Yeah, let's just do this, cause I'm about to make a mess. But even with me saying I miss my grandma, you know, I don't wish she was still here because, you know, Earth crazy as hell, bro. Like, you know, and, you know, towards the end of her life, she was going through, like, health issues, as some old people tend to do, of course, you know. So, I ain't gonna be like, oh, I wish she was here. It just, I do miss her. And, yeah, you know, because the way I see life is like, you know, when you leave Earth, you know, you're gonna be just so much more at peace. You ain't gotta worry about the bullshit, bills, credit scores, you know, just, you know, drama, racism, shootings, just so much negativity that just goes out into the world. You know what I'm saying? So I never would be like, oh, I wish he was here, or dang, whoop the whoop. You know, shit happens. But, you know, that did, I don't know, it was just a real good feeling, man. Just to have that type of, I don't know, man, grandmotherly vibe again. And it's like one thing I am, I guess you could say, appreciative of is that, like, my last few, or like my last moment, or like the last words that my grandmother said to me was like, cause she had like, she had ended up getting a Facebook like a few months prior. So like, she had added me on Facebook or whatever. I think, or she had sent me a friend request. I don't really add relatives on my Facebook. I just, you good. You ain't gotta be on my Facebook. Unless you like my cousin, like, you know, like my first cousin, like we close in age. Other than that, nah, you don't need to be on my Facebook. But yeah, so like she had told me we was at her house and she was like, yeah, I see you on Facebook looking all handsome. And yeah, that was like the last, I really think that was like the last words or the last like just conversation that we had. Like that was the last thing she said to me. Last thing, I was in the kitchen. She was by her kitchen door. That was the last thing, man. So like, you know, of course I can't make more memories with her, but just to have that one, and you know, hey, that's dope, man. So I'd be like, hey, you ain't gotta think I'm handsome. My grandma think I'm handsome, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? I think I'm handsome. So that's always like a favorite memory that I have of just being like, you know, dang, you know, I miss my grandma, but shit, that last moment, you know, that last compliment, you know, her last few words of me, towards me was amazing. And, you know, just to speak on my grandma more, you know, she did have like, one thing that I did admire about my grandmother is she had her own like soul food restaurant. And just growing up, seeing that, being able to go to your grandma's restaurant, like you walk into a restaurant, like, nah, I ain't gotta wait, I'm going straight to the back. This is my grandma's place. The fuck you talking about? You know what I'm saying? You know, get free food, you know, kid love burgers and fries, you know, get the free burgers and fries. Man, you know, just seeing how shit going in the back. You know, it just, you have like a certain type of entitlement as a kid, because you're like, you know, this is my grandma's place. What you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, move to the side, homie. This is my grandma's fucking restaurant. And then, you know, to have a business now is always commendable. Any business is commendable, but to do it back in the day where you probably had more obstacles as a woman than as a black woman, and, you know, not having technology the way it is and the resources that is easy to get at our hands, and for her to do it and do it well for such a long period of time. Come on, man. Stop playing with my grandma. And that, I always thought that was cool. I always thought that was cool and commendable, and just like, dang, like my grandma really had her own restaurant. It had been that was going on for years and years. You know what I'm saying? The food was good. You know what I'm saying? I ain't just being biased, but the food was good. You know what I'm saying? So that's dope. I mean, like, hey, how many people can really say that they, you know, had like they family member had like a own business, and then, you know, like I said, like just being a woman at that. Oh shit. That's dope. And like, you know, that is something just to admire and be like, dang, I wonder what, you know, just what she had to go through. And, you know, the ups and downs of, you know, running your own business, stuff like that. So that's dope. So I always gotta commend her on that and be like, you know, hey, if she could do that back in her day, you know, I have no excuse to why I can't, you know, accomplish my goals or, you know, be lazy with my my plans in life. You know, she ain't made no excuses, and I'm pretty sure she had all the excuses in the world, especially like, you know, back in the day, like I say, like technology is so crazy, like I'm saying like so much right now. Technology is so crazy, and we have just anything at our fingertips, and we just take it for granted. You know, including me, I'm no exempt from this, you know, and I just use stuff like that to be like, yeah, I can't just be just any ordinary dude or just be lazy with my goals. Even though I do have moments like that, but shit, I'm human. I just know that I always get out of that and be like, okay, nah, we gotta, you know, we gotta keep going. We gotta, you know, stay focused on our goals and, you know, keep the main thing the main thing. You know, and it's like shit, you know, like I said, my grandma could do it when, you know, I know she had way more excuses. It was easier to make. And I got down to the world at my fingertips, even though sometimes it may not seem like it, but I really do. And I don't want to take stuff like this for granted as much as I do. And, you know, moving forward, I do want to be more intentional than I already am with my life and my goals, and not just, I don't know. I just know like I could be, you know, taking my life a little bit more serious than my goals. You know, granted, you know, what I'm doing right now is you know, testament taking my life more serious, like far like eating more fruit and shit like that, and some herbs I began. But just like my career and stuff like that, I have no excuse. I have no excuse, and this not any news to me. I've been knew I had no excuse, but I always gotta have that talk with myself and be like, nigga, you bullshitting. Like you bullshitting, dog. You bullshitting, dog. Like we gotta come on now. Time ticking, time tick. We got so much life to live, but you bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I'm trying to work on. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make my grandma proud. And even though, you know, my grandma not here on earth no more, I talk to my grandma every day. If not every day, every other day. Like seriously, like every day. It always communication with my grandma. Always just, you know, always, you know, I'm always trying to make sure I continue to make her proud and stuff like that. So yeah, man. Well, we had 11 minutes. But yeah, I did appreciate that. Damn, I'm about to eat that shit, man. Fuck. Damn. Well, yeah, I appreciate that older lady for stopping me at the grocery store and just having that little chit chat. Cause that little chit chat prompted this whole conversation. I was already gonna record this video at some point, but that whole little fast little chit chat prompted this whole conversation, and we just really thinking about my grandma and really, you know. So yeah, I had to show y'all and bring up my grandma right quick and honor just her existence while she was on this earth and just all that she had accomplished. You know, cause hey, she did her thing, she did her thing, she did her thing, she did it right. And when I be talking about, you know, doing life right, she did life right, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And I want to do life right. I want to look back on life and be like, yeah, you know, I did this thing. You know, I had like, you know, some bumps and bruises in the road, like, you know, many people do. But overall, I feel like I did it right. You know, I was more positive than I was negative, you know. Shit, I really took time to learn who I was and what life meant to me and just, you know, what I can take from it. You know what I'm saying? That's my goal, man. So yeah, I just gotta fuck, keep going. Keep going. I wonder why that shit was looking weird. Just keep going. Keep the main thing the main thing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. How y'all week going though, man? Man, my job ain't had us off of Martin Luther King Day and shit. When the fuck that started happening? I could have sworn like my last few like jobs we was off of Martin Luther King Day. Unless I'm tripping. I could be tripping, but nah, fuck that. I took off. Fuck you talking about? Fuck you talking about, dog? Even though I ain't really a Martin Luther King fan, it's a principle of it. It's a principle of it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I am still on the journey of, you know, trying to clean my diet up. Like I said, I'm trying to be vegan or, and I'm gonna say vegetarian by like at least 2028. If not vegetarian, pescatarian or pescatarian. I think it's pescatarian. Anywho, yeah, you know, just trying to really get away from the meat more. And you know, I've been doing pretty good with just about like just learning and, you know, implementing more just more good shit, you know, in my life on a consistent basis. Like even like it be sometimes where I forget to get my apple, or like I just forget to go to the store to get more apples. And I'm like, dang, bro, I want some fruit, cause I'll be at work. I think I want some fruit right now. It's just like, you know, my body really craves, you know, the apple more, cause it's just like embedded into my routine now. I wonder, can y'all hear this music? It's supposed to be like some hip hop shit. They playing some goddamn lame ass jazz right now. I am not pleased. I am not entertained. I am not amused. But that's like joking. I am not happy about that. There we go. Or maybe it was just too low. But yeah. I'm talking shit, but yeah. Cause now it sound better. But yeah, man. Fuck. But yeah, man. Oh shit. But yeah, how y'all year going? Y'all think this year going by fast already? It is already the middle of January, but it ain't going crazy fast yet. But we shall see though. I'm gonna go to the park, but man, weather issues and then, working overtime and, just life be life and I ain't gonna lie, I wanna like stop saying that. I wanna get to a point where like I'm not even saying life be life anymore because nine times out of 10 you say life is life and you damn near saying that because of something you did or something that you didn't do, that made that life and life quote come out your mouth because maybe you just had bad habits with something, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you just bullshit. So like moving forward, I want to like stop saying that because I want to be more. I don't know. I gotta eat this. That was so good. Just be more. I don't know. I guess just be more accountable for the bullshit that I do and the great shit that I do. Cause yeah, I do be laughing sometimes, but like most of the time it's just cause we didn't go through with what we said we're gonna go through with our goals or our missions in life, and then we get on our feeling because something ain't go our way because we was bullshitting the whole time, or whatever the case may be. So, laughing now because you ain't get your way, but you ain't get your way because you ain't put in the work. And now I be having to tell myself like, man, Dominique, man, stop your fucking crying, stop your fucking bullshit, your whining, nigga. You ain't put in the work, you ain't did that. That's your fucking fault, bro. And yeah. I'll be disgusted with myself sometimes. I'm like, bro, you gotta do better, dog. Like, you got too much fucking knowledge in your fucking body. You got too much to offer. You got too much that you deserve in this life, and you up here bullshitting. What the fuck is wrong with you, Dominique, dog? Like, get your shit together, bro. Get your shit together, dog. Like, come on now. Come on now. We might not, be the best version of ourselves every day, but damn it, at least every week. You know what I'm saying? Every other day. So, can't be just doing all that talking all the goddamn time. Even though I do be like doing a whole lot of, improvements as far as work, or that I do show y'all my improvements that I'm doing and I do speak on it. It just gotta be way more. So, pretty much done with the fruit part. Of course, you can still see like, a little bit of the little mess, but I'm gonna just finish this on my own time. I'm gonna need some alone time with this, and plus I'm gonna get like the rim of it, cause like that good for like blood flow. That just got like a whole lot of other set of nutrients and vitamins and stuff like that. So I'm definitely consume most of this. I ain't gonna get like the green part of it, but like the light green part, definitely eat as much of that as I can. I might cut that up too. I might just cut that up too, to be honest, and have that as like another snack. Cause that, like I said, it got a lot of benefits also. So yeah, I'm gonna do that also. Well, yeah, look at this though. Look pretty good, don't it? Oh shit. What did that shit fucking fall? I would've been mad as hell. Y'all think this be a good thumbnail? I'd be like, oh wait, bloopers. Boom. Okay, I like this one. Yeah. Get the muscles on a little bit. Yeah. It'll be something like this. It'll be my thumbnail, maybe. Okay, let me stop before I drop this shit. Oh. This shit easy as hell to drop when you got like a lot in your hand. But just to show y'all my growth and like my health journey. Ashwagandha, goddamn, ashwagandha. Some more ashwagandha. Maca root. Celery seeds. Anise seeds. Chicory seeds, that for coffee. Anisa seeds, that's like good for digestion, gut health, spiritual reasons. Celery seeds good for blood flow. Cinnamon sticks, spiritual reasons. You can use this as an aroma for your house. You can just boil it. I put this in my teas. Some more anisa seeds. Lion's mane got good cognitive benefits. It's very stimulating. I put this in my protein shakes. There it is. What else? I got so much more. Dandelion, if you got like high blood pressure, you can put this in like a tea, of course. It's good for your gut health also. Any tea gonna pretty much benefit your gut just because of the warming and like it aids in digestion. So like don't be eating a sloppy ass meal then drinking a goddamn cold ass soda. Get some goddamn tea, some lemon water, some warm lemon water or something. I'm trying to like slow down on smoking and really come to a point where I stop smoking. Chamomile, lavender, mullein leaf, and I got some more called Damiana leaf. I make a nice little blend, put it up in some paper, whatever case may be. It helps with like a little calm little feeling. So it's like, I gotta come to a realization like, damn, you ain't gotta be high down with it. You just really trying to chase like a relaxed feeling. You ain't gotta be high as fuck out of my mind every day, this many times a week. Let's just chase that relaxation that we trying to feel, and then as time go on, we ain't never gonna be worried about the weed because like I'm cutting weed less and less as like time go on. So the more I start doing this, the less that weed, I guess, addiction or feeling. Because people don't want to be like, oh, I'm not addicted, I'm addicted. If I'm addicted, I'm addicted. I don't give a fuck. I'm still productive. But, that craving gonna like seep away. So, all this is just go to show just like the attention that I have with my health. Now, oh shit. And it's just cool. I wish I had it in like jars, cause like as time goes on, I'm gonna get, just more and more, herbs and stuff like that. I still got like 3 more bags, but I ain't feel like getting up and showing all that. But as time goes on, I'm gonna just have these in like jars, like the jars of my fruit, like the fruit in my jars, whatever. And yeah, but just 6 months ago, I couldn't even think like I'll be having like bags and bags of herbs, you know what I'm saying, or cutting up fruit, you know what I'm saying? So man, just saving it for like days later. Oh, to have your fruit last longer, put it in a jar and put paper towel on the bottom and the top, and that will have your fruit last 2 to 3 weeks longer. I don't know exactly how longer, but if it go bad in a week, it'll last 2 weeks longer. If it go bad in 2 weeks, it'll last 3 to 4 weeks longer. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna last longer. So yeah, paper towel on the bottom, fruit, and paper towel on the top. But make sure you dry the fruit. That way, it's not sitting in that wetness. And cause I already had dried the blackberries. The watermelon didn't really dry because I'm on camera and I'm doing it. So off camera I would have did it. So yeah, I just put the fruit in the freezer and let it dry that way, so it's completely dry, contain no moisture, and it's retaining its health. Yeah, so yeah. But yeah, it's just cool. It's a blessing just for me to be able just to talk about the herbs and its benefits and just what it do, and me, implementing these benefits and these routines day in and day out. Like I drink like 3 to 4 teas a day. Anytime I consume a protein shake or a meal, I'm drinking the tea because, like I said, it helps with digestion, and there's just other benefits like blood pressure, blood flow, antioxidants, stuff like that. So just doing this and having all these just intentionality with my health, it's a blessing to see, and it's just crazy to just think like 6 months ago I wasn't doing this. So I can only just imagine with 6 months of more attention of me taking my health more seriously, what would be the benefits, and what else would I just learn and implement in my daily life. You know what I'm saying? Because like I can just speak on these herbs and be like, yeah, okay, this help with digestion, sleep, relaxation for you want to maybe start smoking, stuff like detox your kidneys. Oh, dandelion also detox your kidneys. Just stuff like that. So I can like learn it, so I can bring it out into the world, friends, family, YouTube, and people can be like, okay, I have these issues. Let me, learning that, and these little planted seeds that are being planted, you know, they didn't get water on their own, and so on and so on. Because all this happened was because somebody had just planted a seed, or like I was watching a video and the seed got planted into me, and I just started to honor that seed and water it, and boom, here the benefits. Here the benefits. You know what I'm saying? YouTube is the benefit. Somebody planted a seed in me to start doing YouTube for like me just watching the video, being inspired. Boom, now I'm doing YouTube. So yeah. Oh, speaking on this too, also like I'm gonna start making like more shorts just because I realize like when I make shorts, I do get more subscribers. So yeah, like I'm gonna still post these videos. Of course, my shorts are gonna be like clippers of these videos because I realized like okay, I can just kind of treat this like TikTok since I don't promote myself on TikTok. So yeah, this would be like I'm gonna just be making more shorts, clips of my actual videos, and yeah, I was just saying because I was making a lot of shorts, clippers, and stuff like that. But yeah, 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 just be mindful of the seed that is being planted in your life. You know what I'm saying? Because weed was once a seed that was planted in my life, and that became like a habit that I do today. And I would consider it a bad habit, but like not too much to the point where I'm spending as money on weed a month, and I'm not just being productive, and I don't have no goals, and I don't have no ambition in my life, and I ain't outside drinking my water, being in the sunlight, you know what I'm saying, eating my fruit and shit like that, taking my herbs and trying to get away from it. So, you know what I'm saying, it ain't the best habit, but it ain't the worst habit right now. But just be mindful of just what you are letting in your life and allowing, near you on a consistent basis, and really trying to really have those talks and those quiet moments and be like, okay, is it really a benefit? Can I really just get away from this? Or what should I water? What should I honor? And what should I dishonor? What should I just kill off? You know what I'm saying? That is really what, really what's gonna make a difference in your life. You know what I'm saying? Cause so many different seeds and planted. So many. So yeah, I feel like I'm rambling. Y'all know the rest. Thank y'all for watching.